Yeah, Black Hat.
What's up with all those 80s movies that were good and then they made a sequel that was a crappy musical like The Secret of Nim Field?
You know,
He's reviewing it.
and in January I'm doing a sequel month, and that's one of the movies I'm going to do, because so many people say, you gotta see Secret of Nim 2, it's so terrible, it's really a musical.
The plot really isn't that bad, but it's just that it has horrible, horrible singing actors.
I'm looking forward to it.
If they have the songs, they would be.
If they didn't have the songs, it'd be an okay sequel, but it really has nothing.
I'll be the judge of that.
It just really doesn't have any of like the characteristics from all the other books that were in the series.
Well, it'll be interesting to watch. Yeah, behind you.
I actually have two movies. One of them, everyone's probably going to hate me for, but Super Mario Brothers. The other reason is Monkey Ball. And I think it's because I can ignore just the nuts parts of it and just look at the serious parts of it. And for Super Mario Brothers, I really have to disconnect it from the video game. Like, it's not Mario, but this is okay.
I was really hyped to see the Super Mario Bros. When I was a kid. Like, I didn't care if it was nothing like the game. I like the fact it's like Super Mario Bros. For adults. You know, it's like I was really hyped for it, and like you saw my review. But it's something I will say about that movie. I really like that city. It's a very, especially at that time, you didn't see that kind of city that often. I like the fact it was a very strange looking world. It was very mechanical. I like the fungus area. It's a very dirty city. It was a cool looking place. And actually, same thing with Monkey Bone. I thought, even though, again, not a fan of the movie, but it's like the look was just so crazy and so out there. And it's so surreal. It's like, I can just watch it on mute and be totally happy. I prefer watching on mute. So, no, again, there's definitely elements of both those films that are definitely very likable, very watchable. Yeah, the red stuff on your face.
I really like 2012. A lot of people really like that movie.
No, I haven't seen it, but I'm curious. Why did you like 2012?
I like 2012 because it was one of those like really stupid movies that I just enjoyed.
That's what I keep hearing. I hear it's like so stupid, it's fun.
Yeah. When I go to movies, I usually go with a couple of friends, and if a movie's good, we'll talk about it like for like the entire car ride home. And that was one of the movies where we kept talking about how all of it was just so nonsensical and stupid that it just worked. And then we'd see like a good movie like The Expendables, and we'd just be like, yeah, it was alright. Those action scenes were cool. And then 2012, we were like, oh my god, the guy dies the worst blue screen death ever.
I'm just reminded of Spoonie, like, he got a lot of flack for praising 2012 and saying some other movie sucked. I can't remember.
I think it was Avatar.
I think it was Avatar, yeah. He thought 2012 was better than Avatar.
Oh.
In terms of enjoyment he got out of it.
Yeah, no, he said the same thing. It's like, no, don't get me wrong, it's stupid. It's like, I love it. It's so much more entertaining.
That's kind of my reason. It's really stupid.
Avatar, I think, is almost reaching that point now of like, it's so silly. Or at least with that military guy, with like the robot with the knife, which still cracks me up every time. Like, why will a robot need a knife?
Obviously, you have never seen any Gundam series.
One movie that I kind of like that I've heard some complaints about was Mamma Mia. It's a musical.
I mean, I haven't seen it for obvious reasons. I have testicles. Yeah, that's why I keep hearing.
But I've heard a lot of negative reviews about it, and it's like, it's just supposed to be a fun movie, so just take it for fun. Don't take it so seriously.
I hear it doesn't do Pierce Brosnan any favors. Yeah, that's sort of what I hear.
So.
I've been hearing a lot of people, women, say that too. Just like, hey, if you're just... let's see a chick flick. Wouldn't it be funny? Hear Pierce Brosnan saying, he's terrible. It's like, as far as those flicks go, like, it's a decent flick. Like, just, hey, let's just relax, watch a movie, whatever. Oh, Mamma Mia. Sort of thing. So, yeah, that's why I hear, like, if you don't take it too seriously, like, it's not a travesty or anything like that.
Oddly enough, my dad likes it.
I like ABBA.
That's probably what he likes, is that he likes ABBA, so.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, this is a movie I don't like, but everyone seems to love, and I've never actually heard a negative comment about it. Spirited Away.
And you don't like it or you do like it?
I don't like it.
Now, what did you like about it?
I find the main character, I don't relate to the main character. She's kind of boring.
You also
There
have
seems
testicles.
better.
I'm not sure of this. You also
Let the man speak!
Love story between the spirit and the striking spirit and the main character seems kind of like just thrown in there at random.
Well, I don't know. Say it's a love story.
Well, it's not a love story, but the love triangle relationship, that seemed kind of thrown in there.
There's a triangle over there?
Yeah, which.
Okay. I was just like, oh wait, okay. You saw the unrated version, okay? Yeah, was it like the character was just too bratty? Was that sort of the?
Yeah, I didn't get the whole. I didn't relate to that whole going to a new place and seeing this wide open, crazy area.
Yeah, so you're not someone that's like, you know, hey, I want like an experience out of this movie. You're much more, no, come on, the plot, the character, come on, give me twists, give me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I can see that. I mean, there's a lot of people that like, again, we were talking about this with like 2001 Space Odyssey. Like, there's a lot of people who are just like, you know, dude, I don't care about the experience. Just there's only so long I can look at the colors, you know, coming at me.
10 minutes of that acid trip.
Yeah, there's always so long, you know, I can look at, and when they say it, it's like I totally understand. It's like, people are just like, give me the story, give me the twist. Come on, why am I looking at it? I can look at the wall for an hour too, you know. But I mean, personally for me, it's like, I like the experience. I like that it's trying to take you somewhere else, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I think that's what people liked with Spirited Away also. I think they like the idea that, and the kid actually is, as bratty as she is very realistic. I mean, there's definitely a lot of kids like that. I think they capture that very, very well. And again, I can totally see how that would be annoying. You know, because kids can be bratty. They can be, you know, very annoying. So, no, and again, I can definitely see that. Yeah, happy.
The movie I really liked was Halloween III. Just because it was different.
So, you know, I'm hearing more and more people. There's like this underground of people that like Halloween 3 and they're becoming more verbal now.
I actually like it because it has. Yeah. He got me to do it. I do online video reviews, and he got me to do one on that. So. Yeah.
I think James Rolfe do I think he did a review. Like he was saying the same thing. He was saying like, you know, dude, okay, it's not like the other Halloween sequels. They're trying to do something different, and yeah, it makes no sense. But you know, for what it is, it's not bad. It's not bad. Blah blah blah. See, I mean, it didn't do anything for me, but there's much more people that say the same thing.
See, actually, I did read, I can't remember what site. It was like some site that did on one of those kind of long, detailed reviews, and they actually didn't hate it not because it didn't have Michael Myers, but because nothing made sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of my argument too. But there's a lot of people that like the idea of putting the mask on, and having their heads turned to worms and stuff like that. It's like that's fun. That's fun.
Let's kill lots of children.
Yeah. I do like the fact it's not straightforward. They win or they don't win. It's like you don't know. It's like, you know, it's kind of fun. But yeah, it's like there's definitely much more people that are coming out about liking that film too. So yeah.
There was one movie that I didn't like that had a whole bunch of critical acclaim that you reviewed too, was the Bobby's District 9. I just did not like it.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I mean, wait, we gotta keep our voices down. I really don't like it either. And you know, I that's one I'm really struggling to see what people liked about that one. And again, I'm just gonna have to accept that it's just something I'm missing. You know, I mean, to me, it's like I've seen this a million times. It's been done to death. You know, I can point scene for scene what they're stealing from. I don't get why everyone says it's super original.
What was with District 9 was it just was a different take on the sci-fi genre. Normally it's all about, oh look, you got big macho men running around shooting people with giant robots. Or
that wasn't in District 9?
That wasn't the focus of it. It was more geared around like telling the story differently, and I think that's what a lot of people got out of it. The story a different way.
Yeah, I would have liked it more if it was more. The one thing that movie had that I've never seen before, I always say this, and I'm very impressed with, I have never seen a single parent alien. That is new. And those are the only two characters I cared about. I wanted to see them get out okay. And I was glad when they got out okay, you know, because I was like, I hope him and his son get out okay. Was it him, right?
Those are the only two characters I cared about too. Everyone else I just couldn't stand, especially
Yeah,
the main character. And there was just, I'm not the kind of person who likes shock gore, and there was just a lot of really gruesome scenes in there, so it was hard to watch.
And what annoys me is when people say, you don't get it. It's like, how can you not get it? It's the most obvious symbolism in the freaking world. But, it's like, I didn't see anything new to it. It seemed very obvious what it was doing. So, I very much agree with you that a lot of people seem to enjoy it. Good for them. To me personally, I don't. Yeah.
Highlander Endgame.
As in you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Heresy.
That's the next movie. Highlander Heresy. I haven't seen any of the movies.
Who's gonna cut you, man?
I liked it. I actually own it on VHS, and the reason I liked it was because I grew up watching the series and the movies. The whole thing where they combined the continuums, that wasn't. That was, whatever. It was different, but I liked the action. I enjoyed what they did with the bad guy. How everyone he was just using everyone, and everyone was just disposable.
Yeah, no, I've heard a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I've definitely heard some people sort of the same thing, like, yeah, it's still Highlander, come on. People really like the Highlanders. I think it's like split into two people, like people that like the Highlander movie and people that like Highlander and everything else as well. Like the people. Well, but there's a lot of people that, it's like they'll even like the second one, they'll like Endgame, they'll like, all the things that they tried to do, and they like the branching out and doing all sorts of things. So it seems to be like one camp or the other. So, yeah, it certainly seems to go okay.
I'm spending half this thing talking about from Spoonie's perspective, but he explained to me basically that the first movie to him was just so good, so glorious, and he wanted a sequel so badly, a good sequel, that when they keep failing at it, when they keep doing something wrong with it or making it boring, or just have to keep throwing away pieces of the continuity in order to make a sequel work, it just is so disappointing. And so they're just holding on to this vain hope, because the first one was so good. There has to be something out there where there's another one, that somewhere there's another sequel that's good.
And I keep hearing that the first one shouldn't have a sequel. It's sort of they do it, it's done, sort of thing. And I know a lot of people are on that camp too. But like I said, there's definitely a crowd out there as well that likes the series and the other movies, and stuff like that. So they're definitely out there. I think we're running out of time. Where is Missy? Is she here? No, oh, there she is. Okay.
Well, hi, Missy.
Are we? Should we start the autograph thing here? Or should we? Okay, guys. Again, just like I said, this whole thing was just to show you like a movie, dislike a movie. Doesn't mean you're stupid or smart or brilliant or anything like that. It's just a matter of taste. Don't ever take it to heart. Just ask why and see what kind of answer you get. You'll learn a lot about the person. Thank you.
You know what movie I really hate? Kick-Ass Heel. What a God, I hated that movie. Who did that thing?
I'm like the idiot in the red shirt.
There we go.